Hello everyone, welcome to episode 4 of the Young Entrepreneurs London podcast, where we educate, motivate and elevate other young entrepreneurs and help you achieve the success you desire. For today's episode, we are going to be talking about Netflix's recent success. They recently recorded the highest ever growth in subscribers over the past 3 months. So we're going to be sharing our insights on that. And we're also going to be talking about trading and whether, in our opinions, whether it is a legitimate way of making money in this modern day. And for our personal section, we're going to be talking about our personal goals, our ultimate goals as entrepreneurs, and why we chose those goals. Okay, so Netflix. So recently they've announced that in the past 3 months, they recorded their highest ever subscriber growth of 7 million subscribers, which is pretty amazing. In from their point of view. And yeah, I just want to talk about Netflix as a whole because they started off in 1999 as a male DVD service similar to Blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
But now, they're like rivaling Disney as the biggest media company in the world. I think they're currently valued at around $120 billion. No, pounds, sorry. They definitely shaped the world in terms of entertainment. And I think, the main drivers behind Netflix's success is the innovation that they've introduced into the entertainment industry. They've made it easier for people to access the sort of shows that they would like to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And another key aspect behind their success is the way they use data to analyze their viewers' interests, their behaviors, what they like, and they use that data to then reinvest into new content that matches the viewers' interests. And not alone does that help attract new viewers, but it also helps them to retain current viewers. What do you think about Netflix?
I think that from the time Netflix has come out, in my life, my little brother showed me about Netflix, right? And they had it on their TV at my mum's house, right? And I saw it and I was like, what is this? This is like the Spotify of movies, right? But I think the difference between Spotify impact and Netflix impact is that it goes across a lot of industries, because I was doing a bit of research yesterday, and obviously the music industry was more towards like downloads. The streaming is kind of like downloads and streaming, right?
Yeah.
But Netflix, people are not, paying for a subscription for Sky anymore. People are not going to the movies anymore.
Yeah.
And you can essentially rent someone's film collection. That's basically what you're doing, right? So every month you're paying a subscription, and like you said, it's so smart. Like I remember I was watching a movie the other day, and I was watching a lot of black movies, right? And it just came up with like most liked. Then I saw something that I liked, and it was then I end up binging now because they know what I like, right? So then it's just really, really interesting. So you can go on hours for that, right? But I think the main thing for me that I like about it is that you can watch old movies. A lot of the formats back then. That's a good thing about digital. Technically, it lives forever, right? If it can be preserved, it can live forever. But the difference between the old technologies like tape and DVD, once it's played over a certain period of time, you can't watch it again. Or you have to buy it again. But at least technically, you've got it forever.
Yeah.
And you can watch movies, you can watch shows. So it's affecting the movie industry, the TV industry, all at the same time because of that quick access to that amount of
Absolutely.
stuff.
And another big problem that Netflix has helped to solve, right? I think before the internet was introduced, I think there was a major problem about how film directors can predict whether the movie that they're planning to produce would be a success or not, because there wasn't any way to track viewers' interests and what they liked and anything like that. But thanks to Netflix and their huge customer base and their extensive sort of analytical abilities, they now know whether a certain movie would work or not.
Yes, they could test the waters before they start making big investments.
Absolutely. You know, and Netflix they've invested about. Well, I heard in the news they plan to invest about £8 billion alone into producing new content for their viewers to watch, and I think that probably must be one of the highest ever budgets spent by a media company in terms of content. Because for example, if you look at Sky or Virgin, I highly doubt that they have an £8 million budget to invest in content that they know is going to work, sort of thing. I'm saying, and the funny thing is, because Sky, they've identified the threat Netflix poses to them. So what they've actually done is they've actually partnered with Netflix.
Oh, have they?
You can't beat them, join them. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. Yeah. So that just shows you like how much impact Netflix is having on the entertainment industry, and me personally, I'll say it's all thanks to the internet, man. In my opinion, the internet is probably the greatest invention of all time.
Yeah, most definitely.
The possibilities that the internet just offers us is crazy.
For me, the main thing about the internet is that it can get someone that has an idea and create an opportunity for them. Before you had gatekeepers, before you had people that you had to prove and had to work hard for and earn their trust and stuff. But now you had a great idea. I think Sharrow's Story. Have you heard of that?
Sharrow's Story?
Yeah, you should watch that. It's on YouTube. Basically, he was basically explaining that he made this. It's like a ghetto film, right? That short story, and he put it up on YouTube, and he done it for free, and he put it out there. And now Netflix are sitting down having meetings with him. So he's gone out there. A lot of people have done that. Create short films, and they have YouTube channels, and they get a lot of numbers. And obviously, it's just for the awareness, right? They're not making money off it. But now, if they're tapping into some sort of genre, movie genre, or some sort of sub-genre, Netflix now approached them with a deal, and then they can go on Netflix. So
and here's another thing, and thanks to sort of Netflix's extensive data abilities, they've apparently identified 80 new micro-genres within the whole film and media industry, and now they can even combine what combination of actors and directors people like to watch, sort of thing. They can really get down really precise in terms of people's interests and people's watching behaviors, and they can even track when you watch a film and when you stop and when you close it.
Oh, is it?
So for example, if you watch a show and then there's a scene that you don't like and then you close it afterwards, they'll probably analyze that. Okay, this scene probably made the person click off. So we can
skip it.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know they do that.
Yeah, so they can get down really precise. I actually learned all this in that book you mentioned, Big Data, right?
Yes.
There's actually two parts. So there's one part where the guy explains what data is in concept, and then there's a second book which explains how companies apply data in real life. It's called Big Data in Practice.
Okay,
So definitely get that book as well.
Yeah,
really good. So in terms of Netflix's future, where do you see them going, or how do you see them expanding?
I think I'll go back to my point. I think it's going to breed a new star of actors that we've never seen before, because of the whole independent ability that anybody can have in terms of directors and films, and now all these creatives and now have a platform, other than you can start on YouTube, right? And then now they've got a platform where they can actually, it's like a revenue for them, isn't it? It's another way of going, not going just to LA or going to Hollywood now. They can go onto Netflix and become a Netflix star, right? So it's going to create a lot of opportunities. I can see it for low-level actors, low-level directors, low-level writers that want to kind of be on the big screen, but they want to start small. And I think that Netflix will give that first step of opportunity after YouTube.
Of them getting into the industry.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in it, as you can see. So all the creatives, I'm a big creative because I'm a creative, right? So all the creatives will kind of be able to, because one of the things that technology changed was film and music. So, I don't know if you remember when DVDs first were coming out and stuff like that. And then I don't know anybody that go to the cinema. Like, and if they do, it's rare. You know, back in the day, you had to go to the cinema to watch a movie. Now you can watch a movie from the comfort of your home.
Yeah.
And even if you had a DVD, back then DVD price was, because it was so popular, it was like £20 a DVD. So if you're gonna have a collection, you're gonna be buying loads of DVDs.
Exactly.
Unless they were copied DVDs.
Yeah.
You spend about £20 a DVD, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So I think that, you know, the cost effective is really good, because I think it's like $9.99.
Something like that, yeah.
You get 1,000 movies. It's ridiculous, like how much you can have just because of that.
Absolutely.
So it's amazing
Absolutely.
for someone that wants to watch movies and and like I said, it's disrupting loads of industries. It's not just film, it's TV too. So we're going to see a lot. Maybe Netflix might have their own subscription TV service, or they might branch out into other things. Because now, I don't know, maybe not, but it seems like they might have other avenues. Because
I think in terms of expanding out to other industries. Okay, let's say music, in terms of like music production and music distribution. Do you see any opportunity for them in that area?
Maybe so. Maybe they can start doing music videos. I think no, they don't do music videos, but maybe they can start doing music videos or short films or something like that. So
absolutely.
We never know where things are going to go.
That's true. Absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely see them going to another avenue. Because obviously there's always an evolution or something, right? So they might say, okay, let's try this out. And if it doesn't work, it works. If it does, it does. But you know, I think they might try things out because they're getting really big. So, like I said, for the time I saw it, you know, it's built-in TVs now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some TVs is built into.
Yeah. So TVs, game consoles.
PlayStation.
I think some laptops even have Netflix.
Oh, do they?
Installed in them.
Okay.
Some of them. But I think in terms of like geographic-wise, I know America, Netflix is already pretty big, but I think there's still a lot of space for them to expand globally as well. And that actually showed in the recent figures. So the 7 million subscriber growth that they had, most of it actually came from outside America. So growth in America has actually slowed down. Growth outside America is what is booming. So, and I know they've partnered with TV companies like Sky in the UK, and they've partnered with some other company called Beidou, I think in China, which is like the Chinese version of Sky, and like another similar company in India. So I think right now they're focusing on really getting their global presence sort of established. One CEO of some brand company, I think his name is John Tipple, he says in order for Netflix to really sort of have a successful future, they need to focus from becoming a content-led company to a brand-led company. Now, I don't fully understand the scope of that context, but I think what he's trying to say is people only go to Netflix because of the content that they provide, and not necessarily because of the actual Netflix brand itself.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think Netflix needs to focus on how they can shift that transition so people want to come to them because it's Netflix and not because of their content, basically.
Well, I think they got their brand. To be honest, I'm really heavy into the business model and the canvas and all this. I watch a lot of business model canvases for all these businesses, and I watched the Netflix one. Actually, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
And it was really smart, because I think the smartest thing is you don't own the content and you can make money off the content, right? So same thing with Facebook, YouTube, Uber, Airbnb. Technically, this is just technology companies. They're just managing the data at the end of the day, right? So they got the consumers and they got the creators, and they're just trying to basically marry these people together, but they don't actually own the content. But they're making money off it. How much people got a subscription a year, so they're probably making a lot of profit from, a lot of people. Because they got like deals, because I know you get like 999 one, you can get a family package in a house, because you get them on multiple devices and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And the amount of times I've seen people watching Netflix on public transport, it's crazy, like they're watching movies. Like people have never done that before. People always was watching movies, in a cinema. And then they went from watching it in their house. Now you can usually watch it on the go. Which is amazing.
Anyway, even on an aeroplane, you can watch a movie. Yeah.
Oh, I thought the signal would be bad.
Yeah, no, but obviously some aeroplanes have inbuilt Wi-Fi on the plane.
Okay, so maybe nowadays. Someone go on the plane back in the day, they don't have Wi-Fi.
Not all airlines. I think only some, like the luxury ones, like Virgin and British Airways and all that stuff. But yeah, they're definitely out there. Okay, so I think in terms of Netflix, I think we pretty much discussed everything we can.
I was going to say, obviously you guys are probably just hearing us two voices. Normally we do a podcast with another guy. Unfortunately, he's away on business at the moment. He does marketing and branding. So unfortunately, he couldn't be with us. But yeah, every podcast is always us three. So just to let us know, there's only us two today. That's why you just hear us two voices. But next episode, Hayden will join us.
And yeah, on that note, we actually are planning to have guest speakers on our podcast in the near future as well. So if you would like to feature in one of our future podcasts, feel free to send us a DM or give us a call or reach out to us, and we can see what we can do for you. Yeah, but moving on, let's talk about Forex trading.
Yes.
Forex trading.
This one, because you've got more experience.
Yeah. Okay.
Getting involved.
So Forex trading, is it a legitimate way of making money? Now, a few years ago, I used to be on the bandwagon of people that thought trading was a quick way to get rich. There's a lot of people on YouTube that make it seem, you can wake up tomorrow, start trading, and start making, grand, $2,000, $10,000 a day. And that is not the case, right? From my experience, that's not the case, right? Now, the thing with trading, yes, you can make money from it, but I see it as more a sophisticated way of gambling, in my opinion. Because the reason why I say that is because stocks are always going up and down, right? And there is no actual way to know how long a stock is going to go up for. Yes, you see it's going up maybe due to some positive news article or something like that. But how do you know that by the time you've seen that news article and you've noticed the price going up, how do you know you're not already too late and when you enter the market, price is going to drop down tomorrow? You don't know. You don't know. And from my experience with trading, I probably spent about 6 months to a year, really trying to study trading, practicing on demo accounts, using my real money, watching YouTube videos,